Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Greetings and blessings from the children of the Most High Creator, life itself. Who I am doesn't matter. It's what we come to speak about is the only matter. So right now, brothers and sisters, we getting right into it. I have my family here with me today. Well, we together every day, all day. But today they are in the session, and we're going to start doing a lot more sessions like this. So family, say greetings and blessings.
Greetings and blessings.
That's unto y'all, right?
Right.
Not y'all, but we got it. All right. So Jah, we're going to start this off with a prayer. Psalms 23. Let's hit it.
The Almighty is my shepherd.
The Almighty is my shepherd.
I shall not want.
I shall not want. Everyone, come on.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
He restoreth my soul.
He restoreth my soul.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness.
For his name's sake.
For his name's sake. Hold on. For whose name's sake?
For the Almighty's name's sake.
Jesus' name's sake.
The Almighty's name's sake.
Moses' name's sake.
The Almighty's name's sake.
My name's sake.
The Almighty's name's sake.
The Most High's name's sake. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I walk, come on. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Jah.
I will fear no evil.
I will fear no evil.
For thou art with me.
For thou art with me.
Thy rod.
Thy rod
And thy staff.
and thy staff.
They comfort me.
They comfort me. Hold on real quick. What's the rod? What's the Almighty's rod?
The law.
Hallelujah. His rod is his laws. What is his staff?
The commandments.
We can say the commandments. But what is his staff? What'd you say?
Us.
There you go. We his staff. We are his family members. So with his rod, his laws, and his staff, his family, which we were created on, his laws, statutes, and commandments, created by, created with, created from, that rod of purity, that rod, not that Congo business, not that thing in between the woman's legs, that rod. It's not nasty, only if you use it wrong. That rod. And don't try to be extra talking. That rod. See, that's why he made the Congo business like a mouth. And he put it in between legs so your legs can be closed like your mouth should be. See that? That rod. That rod, he didn't give a mouth. It looks like an arrow. Why does it look like it? Take it off his hand. Why does it look like an arrow? Because what does an arrow do? It would do what? So it goes to its direction. Wherever you aim it, and when you release it, that's where it's going. So that rod is direction. Some people say direction. We're going to say direction. Because with direction, you don't die. When you walk in direction, in the right direction, you don't die. You multiply. That's why we're dealing with all these fruits back here. All these beautiful children. This beautiful mom, that beautiful woman in there. This beautiful family. Them two beautiful girls out there. Because we learning to follow direction. Excuse me. Don't like follow. We're learning to walk with the instructions that we're directed from the greatest director to walk in. We're receiving those directions. So we are extending our life as we are giving it unto you so that we can receive more, so that you can receive it and you can pass it out, so that you can receive more life, more increase. So that was excellent. Thy rod and thy staff. What do?
They comfort me.
They comfort me. Because it ain't just us who is staff, it's all his creations. It's all a host of heavens. Everything that he created is his staff. Just like you have a staff meeting. That company depends on those people in that company to do all its work. Except my Father does all the work, but we ain't been doing none of ours. So that rod and thy staff is what comforts me. But when you have a family that's doing the work, when you lay down the instructions, when you lay down the foundation, your company does what? It does well. It increases exponentially. But we haven't been doing well because we don't like or respect leadership. True leadership. We like to be under subjection. Not us. Never liked it. But now we found the power to break free from it. If he's going to sleep, Lamar, let him go to sleep. You get in that book. You're not going by directions. See, because I said to you, today we on the video, so the whole world is going to see you. And I'm not going to stop being a father because we on this. This is the same as when you walk outside. If you want people to look at you in a respectful light, what do you have to do? You have to walk in the what? You have to walk in the light. See, now you're nervous because this is on. And we don't get it all right, but you just got all low, so that should click right then and there. But when people are watching us, and not for the silly shit, our mind changes. When we know all eyes are on us, our mind changes. And most of us can't handle that, what comes across as pressure. That bitch come out in us. And either we get, I'm so tough, or we, why you saying that to me? Because you was fucking up. And I said it to you in a respectful manner. And if you was walking in the light, that wouldn't even bother you if you stepped out the light. Because I look forward to correction, and I'm learning to look forward even more. But it was nobody here that knew about correction. He's showing me. I was looking for correction all my life. My father, that rod. So this prayer that we reading from, what did it say? Read it from the top.
The Almighty is my shepherd.
The Almighty is my shepherd.
I shall not want.
Now watch this. The Almighty is my shepherd. That means he is my direction. What does a shepherd do? He directs. Yes, son.
He goes to one.
Yes, but that ain't what you all want to talk. He does equal to one. If you got a question, that's fine. If you want, but this ain't about you talking. This is about you listening. See, I was dealing with some brothers last night, and one, it ended up going kind of smooth, but it took a little while. But we all want to talk, and we don't want to listen. This is why, why I care and respect for my father so much, because he brings a lesson to life as you speak it. As we speaking about direction, now we seeing misdirection right here in my own family. And am I ashamed of my family? No, they my family. Are they gonna get everything right? No. But they my family. So me being the director of this family, not my woman. Me. they are part of that direction also. Just like my woman is. But there is a circumference that navigates around the whole perimeter of the family. And that's the biggest part of the family. That's what he is for us. So he always brings a living example right into play. So am I going to say, no. Sometimes I get on his head, I get on their head, and they even have the power to get on my head. They do it respectfully. It's like I do my best to do it respectfully when I'm dealing with them because they parts of me. So I'm learning how to deal with all parts of me a whole lot better. And we all need to learn these things. So it's one thing when we receiving direction, or if we would like to receive direction, it's one thing we all must learn. It's a few things, but let's start with this. And to me, it's one, but it's a few things in it, but it's all the same. Meaning, shut the fuck up, sit your ass down, and be humble. Because if you're not, you can't receive instructions. You can't receive directions. You always think you got the answers, but look at your life. Look at our lives. Our lives. As a whole, we are fucked up. And if you got a job and you doing good or you hustle, whatever, if you making money and everybody else around you broke, nigga, that means you doing something wrong. Majority of the time. Because if we a family, especially if we a family, that means everybody in the family should be doing well. If one or two are falling off, we got enough to get them right. However way that gonna come about. That means stoning their ass to death with real rocks, or stoning their ass with these hot rocks from him. Correction, reproofing, to get ourselves right from the head to the bottom. Because I know we think it started first from the bottom to the top, but it came from the head. The head put the seed in the ground, and then we grew up. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
So let's read that. Come on. The Almighty is my shepherd, I shall not want. And he said, when you receive direction, what is it you gonna want for? When you know what you need, you find out you really don't want for much. So when the Almighty is your shepherd, you ain't gonna really want for much at all. Because you're gonna be getting your needs fulfilled. That want is that's that feminine side. I want. That's that bitch side. That's out of control. When it's not in check. Your masculine can be in bitch. When you do too much, I need. So it's a balance between all of these things. And if you don't learn how to sit down and listen and be humble, you can't come to that place of balance. You can't deal with your sons correctly. You can't deal with your daughters correctly. Because you can't deal with them in here. That's you that you can't deal with. Yes, and I've been learning. When I was having problems with my family, it was parts of me that I didn't know how to deal with. And not having elders and leaders and fathers and mothers over me to show me how to deal with these situations so they wouldn't be problems. So my father brought me from my little high horse that wasn't that high. He brought me all the way back down. See, because I thought I was up, he brought me back down. So that I can start from the ground up and do this again and look at things again. And now because he gave me that, he blessed me with this chance, his grace, I have improved on my stature and I'm learning how to deal with my male and my female, my sons and my daughters, way better than what I used to. This is when you can sit down and humble yourself and learn how to take direction. Come on. I shall not want. Verse 2.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
And let's do this again. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23. Did we say that? We're going to say it again. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23, verse 2. Read that one more time.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. That means he's going to make the bed for me. I'm at peace where I lay down. That's what that really means. That don't mean that you're going to give me a big old king-size bed. Because I received direction, wherever I lay my head at now, I have peace. So when if I do choose to get a king-size bed, make me one, buy whatever, or if I lay in a cardboard box, what am I going to have? I'm going to have what? I'm going to have peace. Hallelujah. Because who is my direction? What'd you say, son? Hallelujah. See, now you being humble. You paying attention. Now we can go along with the process. And we can progress. And not stress to death. Not be a weariness of the flesh. Not walk around like we a hot mess. For this life is a beautiful and dangerous test. Who's ready? Who's ready?
Me.
You big blueberry head. All right, he lies me down in green pastures. And what else do he do? What else does he do?
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
Come on, let's wake up. He leadeth me beside the still waters. So without him, the waters would be what? No. He said he leadeth me beside the still waters. When you don't receive direction, how does your life turn out? What do you go through? Wildness, raging waters, crazy tornadoes, thunderstorms, typhoons. What are we going through right now? Typhoons, mountains slide down. He said he leadeth me beside still waters. So when you with him, what happens? The whole world becomes what?
Still.
The whole world becomes still. So people talking about they love him and they know him and Jesus is the master. Well, why the world ain't still? Somebody must don't know what they talking about, do they? Or maybe somebody do know. A lot of somebodies don't know what they talking about. And somebody knows what they talking about and they've been misleading us into the world. And we have fallen for those tricks. Now who wants to get out of this deceitful web of lies and faggotry and fornication and adultery and molestation? Who want to get out of these things? Who wants to get out of captivity? And I ain't talking about being free. You can take your free ass on somewhere else because ain't nothing free, brothers and sisters. What is free? Anytime somebody ever say something is free, what do they come? They come with something on the back end trying to get your ass. Oh, well, you didn't read the fine print. My father don't offer us nothing for free. He said you got to work for everything. And when you get something for free, do you appreciate it like something that you work for? What about y'all? If I just give you something for free, do you appreciate it as much as when you worked for it? Let's say when we went out and we built the shed. They did most of it. But let's say if we built the shed, will you take care of it better than the people who built it? If you didn't build it? No, you're not going to take care of it like the people who built it. The people who built the shed are going to take care of it more than you because they built it. because they put in the work and they don't want to see it tore down. Like we in right now, we in Detroit, Michigan, Motor City capital. Everybody riding around with brand new cars, and your brand new cars look like shit. You ain't had the car 6 months, that bitch fucked up, and you still riding around like that. Why you got a brand new car and you can't get your shit fixed? That means you living above your means. And that means you ain't really worked for it. You think you got a job or somebody gave you some money and I'm gonna go get this down payment. But if you really was working and you was appreciating what you was working for in our captivity, I'm not going to get me a $500 note, a $700 note, a $400 note, plus $300 insurance. That shit costs more than your rent. And you having hard times paying your rent. How the fuck you gonna pay that? Who you trying to ride around for? Because you not receiving directions. You trying to live and do shit of the world and be what other people tell you to be. You trying to keep up with other people who don't know how to keep up their own fucking pants. That's why all you niggas' pants is down to the fucking ground. Walking around advertising your ass to me. Nigga, I don't want to see your ass. I don't like when women ass just be out like that. Even in my filthiest mind. Because if her ass was just out like that, that means she was a fucking filthy. And somebody needed to teach her how to cover up. I ain't that old, but I come from the era where they was still wearing dress even in their jeans. They had on shirts that covering up a lot of times. Now don't nobody cover up shit. And it ain't like it's walking around fresh, uncovered. It's like filthy. So come on, so when we with him, everything becomes calm. Ain't no more worries. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no worries. That's what they say it mean in the movie. It's a problem-free philosophy. But we don't need no philosophies. We don't need no Hakuna Matata. We got the Most High Father. He's the only thing that's brought steel and calmness to my life. Verse 3.
He restored my soul.
He restored my soul. When my soul was entrenched in darkness, in the shadow of the valley of death, it's him who restored my soul. Yes, I got something to do with it because I went to him. I started to go find out what's happening to my soul. What's wrong? And I started searching him out. I started searching the light because he showed me a glimpse in that darkness. We'll deal with that another day, but he restored my soul. He's the only one that can restore your soul. Not a Jesus, not a pastor, not an I, not your wife, not your chick. It is only him, the creator of life itself, who has created all things, who is the father of everything. You can believe in all these other things if you want to. If this ain't for you, this ain't for you. Keep it moving. This channel is just like you walking down the street past my house. You don't gotta stop here. Or if you do stop, you get a little, you don't like it, you can keep on going down the street. But you ain't gonna bother us over here at this house. You wanna drop in and leave some shit like niggas do right here, just throw shit by the grass if they don't see a fence up, you filthy ass niggas, go ahead. You ain't gonna bother us, you ain't gonna stop shit. But I guarantee you, somebody's gonna come dump a dump truck of shit in front of your house, on your head, because you don't know how to be humble. Read on. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness. And sometimes he lead us in the dark places, but we can't accept that. Why would he do that? Because why would you be doing the things that you doing? So it's really you who've been leading yourself down that path. And he's allowed it to happen. And for some of you that try to lead others down that path, yeah, nigga, he gonna take you down that path and see if you like it. Leading people to follow other gods that's dead. My father ain't never died. Why would I believe in something when I know my father ain't dead? Because if he died, everything dies. So all that shit you talking, nigga, is dead. And you believe in death. Because this is what this world teaches. And most of us are of the world. Some of us are not of the world, but we don't know another way. This is your way. Today is your way to find my father. I'm just a messenger. Here to deliver a message. Receive it or not. This ain't no debating station. We ain't arguing, going back and forth. Either this is for you or it's not. If this is for you, you better hearken on what I'm saying. Hearken unto what I'm saying to you at this minute. You better hear my Father's voice, because this is him speaking through me unto you. Come on.
For his name's sake.
For his name's sake. He created us for him, not for us, for us. He didn't create us for us to go around fucking around and playing and shit. He created us for his joy. You deal with it. The Caucasians out here beating your motherfucking ass, slamming your ass against concretes and choking you the fuck out. Your grandmamas, your mamas. Ain't no joy in that. If that's joy in it for you, nigga, you's a dumb motherfucker and you deserve everything you get. And I hope they murder the rest of you niggas, so we can clear the slate and the holy ones can step forward. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. All you dirty motherfuckers is gonna get buried beneath the earth. And you ain't just gonna be buried, nigga. What I'm talking about buried, nigga, is torment down there for you. Come get your torment. Or like my son said yesterday, come get your Superman, come get your Batman slap. Yes, nigga. With that rod. Come on.
Yeah.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. My little one's falling asleep. We've been up trying to get these computers to working, but it's all right. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Come on.
I will fear no evil.
So I don't have to fear. See, we was going somewhere else with this, but then the Spirit, when you learn how to be humble, you go where the Spirit directs you to go. I can go against the Spirit if I want to, but I'm gonna do what I need to do, and that's go with the Spirit. So yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'm walking with the one who restored my soul and who leads me in the paths of righteousness. He leadeth me beside still waters. So the valley of the shadow of death ain't shit to me no more. It's like still water. My soul ain't afraid no more of the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. Why?
For thou art with me.
For thou art with me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Who is with me?
The Almighty.
The Almighty Father. Our Almighty Father. Thy rod, what?
Thy rod.
Uh-huh.
And thy staff. They comfort me.
They comfort me. He is my rod. He is the law, statutes, and commandments. And he gave me a staff. He is my staff. And he extended his staff and gave me a staff that comfort me. Even though they work my nerves. Even though I work my nerves. when I don't sit my ass still. I'm trying to do too much. When I sit down, when I grab a hold of the multitude of my thoughts and I say, man, sit your ass down. Sit down, rest, read. Go take a bath, go bathe in the water. As I'm doing now, a peace comes over. But Satan, the deceiver, that horrible energy, it don't want you to have peace. This world don't want you to have peace. It always trying to keep you moving so you don't sit down, so you don't be humble. So when you hear something like me speaking unto you, when you hear that something, my Father speaking through something like me unto you, you say, no, that shit ain't real. Because you've been taught everything that's real is fake. Oh, that nigga can't be speaking the truth. Because, it says this and this. Because my mama taught me this. And your mama don't know shit. Except how to keep your ass a slave. Your mama don't even realize that she hates you. Even though she been saying it to you, to a lot of us in our faces. I hate your daddy. You look like your daddy. And what she say about your daddy? That nigga get on my nerves. He ain't shit. He ain't never been shit. He don't pay me no child support. Well, nigga, that's directed towards you, brother. That's directed towards you, sister. And you not raising, but you force feeding that shit down your children's mouths, right into their brain. Now they growing up with that shit. That's why it's gotten worse. Because we all sick and we don't realize it. And if you don't know you sick, how's the healing gonna begin? This is the healing. You ready to begin? I know all the answers. I don't got them like you may think. What I'm saying, let me explain that again. I don't have all the answers in the way you may think you understand what I'm saying. I have all the answers because I have the one and true answer. So what I don't know, he will reveal to me when I need to know it. All I have to do is sit my ass down and be humble. Do you understand now? Come on.
Thou preparest a table before me.
Verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me. But if I don't sit down and be humble, how am I going to make it to dinner? If I'm running the streets, how am I going to make it to dinner? How many of us are actually having home-cooked meals with our families, and not just that you fix something, yeah, we eating, but discuss things at the table with our families, with our staff. Don't even realize we have a staff because we ain't utilize them, so we don't. We just in the house with some niggas. And that's how most of our lives has been. We just been in the house with some niggas. Come on, man, this is my family. No, you niggas robbing, stealing each other, brothers setting each other up, sisters stealing from the mamas and nigga, that ain't family. That's just niggas with niggas. And niggas making more niggas for this beast system. That's why we getting devoured by this beast. Even though I'm here, I'm still with you. Even though you going through it and I ain't, I'm going through it too. So I can't have money and you not have money. I can't be doing well and you not doing well. If you ain't doing well, I'm not doing well. Even if I got a little money. Because if you starving and I got something, who you looking at? Who you think you can come get it from? Now I might have to do something to you because you think you got to do something to me. But who lose? We both lose. And our families lose us. Ain't no winners in that. Them filthy ass demons ain't even winning. America ain't even winning. America's just so stupid that it's so greedy it can't see its own greed. It's devouring itself. It can never be satisfied. That's why it's all gone. And when I say America, I'm talking about the whole fucking world is America. All you niggas the same. All you so-called white niggas, you the same. All you so-called black niggas, you the same. You come from the same bloodline. You the same blood type, the same genotype, gen. Y'all fucking demons and devils. Yeah, nigga, I know you. And you know who I am. So you better get the fuck from around here. It's that time. Father's home.